Hello, 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 Crossroads witches and other interesting magical beings. It is so good to see you leaning in. I am just so grateful for every one of you that have hit that subscribe, that notify, the like. Extra special to you ones in which took the time to leave a comment and in a lot of instances to share your magic, not only with me, but with all the other wonderful magical folks watching my channel. And so I'm really pushing go read our comments because I have just found them. I'm like, ooh, good stuff. All right. And of course, hello, hello. I am Taren S. I haven't said it in a while. I am an old school Southern conjuring witch. Ooh, quite a mouthful. What does that mean? It means folk magic, America's folk magic. For me, that's Southern. That's my roots. That's where I grew up. That's where both my mentors are from, or one still is from. All right, I was very lucky as a young witch, first of all, to have that beautiful old witch as my mentor and to really set a solid foundation for me and thinking for myself. Please understand also now, witches, this was 40 years ago. We did not have the internet. We didn't have all the different books and things like that out there. It was a completely different world. And when I look back a lot of times, I am so grateful that I didn't have all that stuff. I had to go out in my own backyard. I had to learn the herbs. I had to learn the spirit of the root. And there are times witches, I just want y'all to turn the matrix off. I want you to unplug. But the simplicity of it, because the magic isn't in the next book, all right? Our community is really suffering from consumerism, capitalism, all right? Publishing companies that used to put out, a dozen quality titles are now pushing 80 books a year by just whoever wrote something, and at the same time, we have good books coming out in the middle of all that and learning to find that and how hard it is for you witches. And I wanted to shoot just a little video of witch. Stop reading the books and listen to yourself, all right? Really start doing things that feel right to you. Keeping a good headspace, okay? Understanding that you don't do magic, you are the magic. I just recently had somebody ask me that. They were like, Taren, how often do you do magic? And I sat there for a half second thinking, I don't ever do magic. I am magic. Everything I do is magical. All right, there's never a stop and a start. There might be a more intense, obviously, behind me. I'm working May It Rain $100 bills on me and all those around me. I'm wishing you $100 bills too, to be actually quite honest. I'm like, may it rain $100 bills on all, good working, hardworking folk. Folks in which need that to dig in their pocket and have an extra $100 bill. That's the energy I've been working. I work it every day. I will continue to work it for the entire moon cycle. But it never stops and starts. It's not like, oh, today I'm going to go do something magical. No, every day is magical. The world itself is magical. Once you start to get into the flow of nature, you feel that. And again, that's part of where I'm just so grateful that I had those pre-internet the old witch in the country, a group of older witches around me. I look back now fondly, and I can remember at the time thinking, these people are so boring. Oh, they're gonna sit and talk again, you know? And now just like, oh, why wasn't I paying more attention and taking notes? Because I was a very, typical young 20-something. So I thought I'd remember it. Ha ha, funny, funny. Now, so I tell y'all, write it down. I'm not joking, But this is about developing your flavor, all right? And you can do that on the 3 prongs, those 3 of a cauldron. There's a reason why we have 3 legs. The first one's divinity. Whatever expression of divinity that connects to you. All right? That's all. It's very simple and it's very big, witch. The second one, spirit realm. Developing a connection. Ancestors, ancestral guides, spirit guides. Understanding that life is more than this. The death, birth, life cycle, learning to honor death. You see that around me a lot. I am, within the Mama Brigit, the Haitian voodoo realm. Basically, I like dead things, not freshly dead, but like really dead. That's why you see dead things. I love the spirit of the dead. And so that's what I'm compelled. And it's taking me years to get where I am. This all didn't happen in 3 months, in 6 months. I have been in this world, or in the magical community, right before I turned 18 years old was the first time I went. And then I was told I had to wait till I turned 18 before I could come back. And so I had to wait like 4 months, and then I came back. But I'm 58 years old, witches. All right? Been there, done that. And I have a mentor. We all should have a group of folks or someone, or however it is for us, that we can seek counsel with. All right, I have a mentor that I still go and seek out periodically and talk with him. Papa's been my godfather for over 20 years now. He has been a friend for 28, 29 years, and you have to develop relationships and understanding those year-in-a-day journeys. People, you do something a couple months and then you're like, and I'm thinking, you didn't even do it a year and a day, witch. It don't count. All right? Mother Nature's done taught us that. So when you think about that with your endeavors, okay? When you make a mental commitment, you are committing to a year and a day. Don't be doing that couple of months thing. Mother Nature don't do couple months. She damn sure ain't gonna let you. All right? Now, like I said, for me, this video, I just wanted to reach out to you, so many of you bright witches, magical folk that I've been being around, and you're coming into the community, and there's a place for you. You are the next generation, okay? Within traditional witchcraft for us, one of the most important things we do is pass our magic on. Just as it was given to me, those tools to help me create my own recipes. That's what the channel does. I was like, all right, I'm put it out there. See who's listening and who don't care, who's real and who's just passing through, And it's time is how that happens, witches. So I need y'all to just be a little more patient. That's the biggest thing I get from some of you new folks. You just now, you're going to go buy books, crystals, I'm going to buy it all, set it all up. No, please don't do that. Start with a small space, create a nice little altar, and Start really, we have Google it now. You can go down rabbit holes without buying books and being aware that so many of the books out there, honey, it's regurgitated circular material. All right. You know, if you are looking for books outside of the Wiccan realm, you need to be looking at books that are published by university press. All right. You need to lean toward academia, towards folk magic. Some of these mainstream publishers and the authors they have, these are witch fantasy writers in some respects. I've read some of these books like, who the hell does this? There's no way. All right. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. You ain't got nothing nice to say. Just be quiet. I need to check myself on that. But back to you, because you're the most important person on this journey. And I need you to believe in you. All right? It don't matter if you believe in me, okay? I'm not living your life. You are. So you need to find you. The path of a witch. You'll hear a lot about the shadow working, the internal work. The magic is within us. So we need to get to know us. We need to like us. We need to learn to dance just 'cause. And when you are in those states is when the magic flows. All right? Things around you just happen. I don't have to do any workings. All right? My life sort of goes along in a nice little flow of things. I always seem to be able to find a good parking spot. But that's because I'd got a parking genie. You know, do a little bit of voodoo on that parking spot. You always get one. But, ooh, telling secrets, witches. If you are in the flow, things are easy. Doors open. I'm not saying my life ain't without struggles. I don't want to give that impression because that is not a truth. But I do find there are moments where I'm in the right time at the right place, you know, and I firmly believe that is because I work very hard on my spiritual connection. And I know I didn't finish up the third leg of the cauldron. I'm off track and trying to do all these thoughts. I just want to tell you, I want to grab you and hug you and say, you're doing a good job. All right? I need you to believe you're doing a good job. I can only say so many times to you. But third leg of that cauldron is the land you stand on right now. Okay? I moved to California a couple of years ago. I had to learn new dirt. I went and learned where my town, its origins. I went to the oldest graveyard up there, gave my offerings, asked those spirit folks to protect me, make sure I prosper in their town. All right? That's what it's about. And then also learning your ancestral dirt. Even if you have buried folk here in America, all right, this is part of your dirt. You need to learn its stories. And if you have folks in which have migrated, we all have folks from everywhere, you need to learn those stories too as the opportunities are open. Universe has a way of finding things, helping you out, all right? A little bit of faith on this one. But really starting to embrace the dirt, the genealogy, the spirits local. There are land spirits where you are standing. All right. There are plant spirits, the diva kingdom. All of that is in you, right? Open up your door. Well, don't even open up your door. Some of y'all got house spirits you're dealing with too. You don't have to go across the pond. You don't have to go look into magic over there in the British. You don't have to go finding out that. You got so much magic around you. You need to learn that first, witch. All right, I done rambled up enough. and everything. And I just wanted to, a little bit of, you're doing a good job. You are doing a good job. You're working yourself. How do I know it? Well, you're watching this video. You're trying to figure out something. And I do hope that I've inspired you. And with that said, I want you to have as bright of a blessed day as I'm having. Go fly that broom. And as always, amen, blessed be, ashe, and ebobo.